Hello everyone and welcome to the Motorsport to Business Partner Lounge with Thinking It Better. We're here, it's the second day of Goodwood and I'm here with artist David Johnson. David, how are you finding Goodwood so far? Because this is your first time to Goodwood.
It is, yeah, it's so much to see, taking it all in. I know it's taking its toll on me and my dad. We're slowly getting there, and we found out actually there's a lot more on the other side, so I'm going to look for the Red Bull paddock later on and check that out.
Try and find the mystical rally stage. I've been coming here for 26 years. I've heard about the rally stage. I've never actually been on the rally stage. So yes, there's plenty to do at Goodwood Festival of Speed. But I'm quite surprised you've never been to Goodwood before, because you are now a very well-known artist within Formula One. We were at Silverstone last week and we came and saw you had an exhibition there, and you were in the Paddock Club. So let's just go back though and talk through your career. Where did it all start? Where did the passion for art start and art in Formula One?
Yeah, I mean, for me at school I would always focus every project on Formula One, whether it's design and technology or art, and then when leaving it just continued. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Formula One, there's no hiding it, and growing up, I like collecting memorabilia and art of Michael Turner, especially with his artwork. So I thought I'd give it a go, and I started to create paintings, and from there the interest grew, and then I started to produce prints. And it was only until later on that I caught the interest of Sir Stirling Moss through a letter. I wrote him a letter, a bit random, but about 2-3 days later an envelope came back with my name on it and SM on the back. So I knew I was in, and from there we spoke about what projects I could focus my art on, and he agreed to sign a run of prints, which is just incredible.
Wow, no, that must be incredible actually, working with someone like Sir Stirling Moss. And where did that lead then from there? I mean, obviously you're working with one of the most well-known drivers there's ever been. I mean, famous obviously for not winning a world championship, probably more than he would have been if he had won a world championship. Where's that taken you from that sort of start point?
So, I mean, I worked within fine art, and then that caught the attention of Sir Jackie Stewart, and I was developing my skills, and it got to a point where one painting would take close to 2 months, and I thought I need a bit of a change. So I moved to the palette knife, and from that moment everything just took off. So through social media, showing my work, I was asked to paint at the Grand Prix Ball, and from there the British Grand Prix. So this is, I think, my 6th or 7th year at the British Grand Prix, and you can probably tell from my voice, it was a very busy weekend last week.
Yeah. And you talk about your style, because it is very unique and it is very recognisable. I mean, when I posted that you were going to be joining us this weekend, as I said to you, I had a friend of my brother-in-law over in Ireland message me and post a picture of a picture you did of Lando Norris a couple of years ago. How did you establish that style? You know, how does an artist establish their own style? I think is probably the...
Yeah, it's interesting because...
And own it.
Yeah, because when starting off, as I said, it was mainly fine art, and when moving to the palette knife, I know other artists have done similar, working with the palette knife. I initially wanted to copy Michael Turner's work, but found out very quickly you can't. And from actually doing that, I found my own style, and then mixing that fine art with the palette knife, I feel I've now got these abstract yet highly defined and detailed pieces, and thankfully they stand out, and it's always an honour to hear when people recognise my work, and I hope that continues.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. And let's talk through the process. You said one of your palette knife drawing, how many hours is that, sorry?
So per piece it's normally about 200 hours. I am getting slower though. Surely it should be the other way, but as I say, I want to capture every detail, and you can see from the Damon piece at the front that I feel I've done that.
And that's what really interests me, because actually the level of detail that you're able to capture, I think the Lando Norris print you did recently, or painting, sorry, which was his first win, you can see the detail in the sponsors and his race suit, the textures of his race suit. How do you actually capture that?
Yeah, so so first of all, I work from a photo. I work with Motorsport Images, because they have an incredible catalogue of photos to select from, and then when selecting the right image, I then basically map it out, and I'm quite slow, so it's working from the background, then layer upon layer, and I showed this last week at the British Grand Prix. I would use a scalpel to cut away the edge of the paint, scratch it back to the clean line that I want, and that's how I get all the sponsor logos that you can see on some of the examples around us. But it was lovely hearing Lando when he got his painting, because you're putting all this effort in. You don't know who is going to have the original after, but in this case Lando I think has had 11 paintings. Wow. So it's worth every second.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And we were talking about this the other day actually, in terms of obviously as you get more well known and you've got your artwork out there and you've got the originals, and I asked you the question around what do you do when it's the last print sort of thing, or you've got your original? Is that quite a strange feeling, or is that a good feeling for an artist that they've all gone?
It's mixed, yeah, because it's a shame to see it go, but a great honour knowing that people have sought for this piece and it's been in high demand. And actually from the British Grand Prix there was quite a few lines selling out, and then that's it, it's gone. It's a piece of history, so it is a great honour that does happen.
Yeah. Do you ever keep any of the artworks, any special ones that you've still got in your collection?
It's tricky. I mean, I have a few pieces which, they stand out as being my favourites, but I try and work it that when I meet a driver, because I'll be inundated with keeping my own art, I try and get something else. So from Lando, I've got a race helmet. Right. So that's almost like my trophy for working on this piece and sharing that moment with the driver.
Yeah. And should we talk about your race memorabilia collection?
Yeah, that's.
So, what sort of pieces have you got in this famous race memorabilia collection? Because it sounds quite extensive.
Yeah, it's spread out quite a bit. But I've got a nice suit from Damon Hill.
I remember you getting that one, yes.
It's just such an honour. But mainly, I try and focus on the race helmets, because that is signature to the driver. Yeah. And I do have quite a few models stored at my parents' house as well.
And let's talk about, obviously you and I met, I think it was the Autosport this year, and we've been talking for a while, and then of course you came along to the Damon Hill Karting Day, which supported Halo, which is our charity partner. That was a great day, and thank you for supporting that, and you were doing a painting there, and we got Damon to finish off the painting, and obviously he's done a limited edition run of that painting, and he's signed a few of them. But let's just talk about that a little bit in terms of, I know that was a special day for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, throughout my art career, there's been one driver I've always wanted to work with, and it was Damon, and it's such a great honour, because I grew up, my dad would be watching Formula 1 on the telly and supporting at the time, I think it was Nigel Mansell, and then as I was getting into it, Damon was the driver I kind of took note of, and whenever I create a painting of Damon, it brings back all those memories. It's not just of the race, it's the times I shared with family watching the race. So to meet Damon through you and Halo, which was just incredible, it was a dream come true. And yeah, Damon was live painting, completing the final stages of the artwork. It was incredible to have all this happen. Someone I've always wanted to meet, right in front of me, he was doing all these things.
Yeah. And he had it on Instagram Live and he was finishing the painting.
I wasn't expecting that, yeah.
It was brilliant, and we've got the painting here, or one of the copies of it, because obviously we auctioned off the original, and it's absolutely stunning, the painting, and also you very kindly donated a number of paintings to Halo as well, which we've got here on sale as well, which obviously the donation goes towards Halo, so thank you for that, I appreciate it.
No, you're welcome.
So what's the future hold? You've obviously really established now the Formula Art brand. You are, as we say, you're at Silverstone last weekend. You've obviously been abroad with it as well, to foreign Grand Prix as well.
Yeah.
Where's it taken you, and where's it going to take you in the future?
So this year I'm off to the US Grand Prix. I'll be live painting there, and that'll be with Williams Racing. And it's lovely because they have these fan zones all over the world at the different events. So I'll be painting there, then I get to do a little bit of live painting in the paddock as well. So for me as a fan, this is a dream come true. And later next year I'll be at the season opener in Melbourne and then back at Silverstone. There's a few other races, but we'll see how that goes. But in terms of artwork, I've done a piece with Lando, I think I can mention it, and we're just waiting for the right race, and that's where I paint onto the helmet, and then when it's been approved it'll be captured, so it's a nice thin layer, and then he'll race in that as well. But yeah, we're waiting for the right time. But my dream job would be to create artwork to go onto the car. I'm working on it, I think hopefully soon, but that's what I would have on my bucket list.
Yeah. And which car, which driver have you not painted yet that you want to paint?
That's a tricky question, actually. I suppose Jim Clark with the palette knife would be a piece that I like to do. I know I need to paint for Fernando his championship-winning seasons. The livery that year was beautiful, but yeah, there's a few of the historic drivers I'd like to focus on. Definitely coming up, though, I've got Emerson Fittipaldi, who's here this weekend, painting for him, and later on Mika Häkkinen. So yeah, there's a bit of a list, but it's just a great honour.
Yeah, there's some fantastic names in there. I mean, legends of the sport, and you capture it so well. So I mean, I know you'll do a great job on each and every one of them. Yeah, no, it's been great catching up with you. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate, as I say, the support for Halo that you gave at the karting, and great to have you down here today. So thank you so much, David. Yeah, so that's great. Thanks to everyone for joining us. We're here all weekend, stand 106 for the Motorsports Business Partner Lounge. We're thinking it better. And yeah, if we just give a round of applause to David for joining us, please.
Thank you, Nick.
My pleasure.